Kaizer Chiefs are revisiting Polivka. They have made an inquiry and they've gotten a price tag for Mihlali Mayambela. And with Sundowns acquiring 200 million already in the Club World Cup, what should Kaizer Chiefs do in terms of finances? Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Let's get this out of the way. If you are new to this channel, we bring you Kaizer Chiefs news, fan interviews. So if you want to see this platform grow and you enjoy the content here, please subscribe. Guys, we've been on 50,000 subscribers for so long. We need to get to 60. We need to get to 100,000. So subscribe. Danko. Okay, let's start with this one. So we are starting with Robert Upolivka. So what is happening with Upolivka? So this guy was wanted initially. The initial person who wanted to sign Polivka was Gavin Hunt. But at the time, Chiefs couldn't sign him because of the reason that we were under a transfer ban. And then Gavin Hunt was fired, and then Polivka was never revisited. But then in seasons that followed, there were still talks about Chiefs wanting to sign him, but then those talks never materialized. But now Kaizer Chiefs are between a rock and hard place, because what has happened is that the talks of Polivka have resurfaced again, because Kaizer Chiefs are still looking for a striker. And as you guys know, we are in a very, very tricky situation whereby this guy, Ufiston Maele, has been, I can't believe I'm about to say this. There is a report that says that Fiston Maele is going to Mamelodi Sundowns. It's crazy business. Like, they have Motiba, they have Reynas, they have Ushalulile, who might be leaving, they have Usales. Those four, Angimbal no Ripero there is a striker, but he scores goals like he's a striker, but it's actually a winger. They have all of those players, and they're still getting Maele. So that is why now Kaizer Chiefs are seen as a team that is likely going to sign Robert Polivka. So, yeah. Imagine what's going to happen to us in the PSL. Sundowns getting Fiston Maele. Bella, we are dead. They are already killing us with the quality that they have. They get Maele, the league is over before it even starts, because why are we even playing? We're just playing for number 2, the rest of us, because number 1 is already taken. Yeah, so this is a player that we can now talk about, Upolivka. If Chiefs were intentional about wanting to sign him, and they thought he was a good player, because apparently these reports are saying Nabi would still need to assess him. If they were that intentional and they were sure about him, then they should do everything that they can to get him, because we know we have so limited options when it comes to strikers in South Africa. Because even that Igodaro that we were linked with, Sundowns are looking to keep him and sell him. And Chiefs are not going to buy Igodaro from Sundowns. I think one of the things that made them interested in Igodaro is the fact that he was going to be a free agent. So now there is not a free agent. They have to look outside South Africa. But even this Polivka guy is not a free agent. He still has a contract that expires next year. But let's talk about the next thing, because him, it's up to Nabi to decide. Now, Mihlali Mayambela, apparently Kaizer Chiefs have inquired, right? They have asked about him, and they've gotten an answer. And the answer is, if you give us 4 million rands, Mihlali Mayambela will be yours. Now, context. Mihlali Mayambela is a South African. He's a left winger. He can play as a right winger. He's been playing for Bafana Bafana, in case you don't watch Bafana Bafana. Issue with Mihlali Mayambela is one. He is 4 million rands. And Kaizer Chiefs don't like paying that money. Right now, we hear that Salom is worth 9 million, and Chiefs have not signed him officially. We've not heard anything that says that. We are just being told about prices. Like, we know about Abomunyan, they've signed, but we don't know about Faisal Salom, for example. But his price tag is 9 million. So to me, it doesn't make sense. And knowing that they don't want to pay 9 million, I don't think they will want to pay 4 million for a player that they can sign on a pre-contract in January, which again is bonkers to me, because just get the guy. before Sundowns gets interested, because Sundowns Chiefs were linked with Abo Kodisang for such a long time because they don't sign players. Someone was beefing with me on the comments and saying Chiefs signs players on Facebook because they get linked with the Chiefs, don't know whether Flemingberg then hears good, oh, they want that player, and then they go get that player before us. It's like Basla at this point, and then they get that player and then they just send him to the stands. So I complained enough about Sundowns, but the point is, as much as we can blame Sundowns sometimes about the fact that, oh, Sundowns are killing competition, but also I feel like Chiefs are not decisive when it comes to them wanting players. They will take 5 years to negotiate a deal. Sundowns just goes in, they ask for the asking price, and then they pay that money, which of course is not fair to say, because Sundowns almost feels like they have unlimited money. They can just keep on paying and keep on paying and keep on paying to any team that wants money from them. And this is going to continue to be a trend, because Sundowns last night, they won a match, and in the FIFA Club World Cup, if you draw a match, each match has 2 million rands up for grabs. You win the 2 million, 2 million pounds, no, not pounds, $2 million, right? You win $2 million if you win the match. If you draw the match, each team takes $1 million. So Sundowns, when the tournament started, for participation, they get $9 million and some change, right? Which on its own, that's crazy amount of money, right? And then you add, that's around 160 something million, 165 million rands. And then from winning that game, right? From winning that game, they took the $2 million, right? Which is 36 million rands. You add that to the 164, then you are going to find yourself with how much? Dun, 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 dun. Over 200 million rands. Literally. Like if you say 11, wait, where is this thing? 11 USD. Like that's 197, right? So that's 197 million, but remember there is some change, so they're already over 200 million rands in cash prize money, and they're still gonna play Fluminense. They can draw that match, they can win that match. If they go to the group stage, their participation money goes even further up. We can't compete. That is why we need to do the best that we can with the chances that we get before Sundowns gets interested. Because if they wanted to, they could just do the thing. But now the question that I ask myself is, since Kaizer Chiefs is privately owned, is it actually benefiting them or is it not? Because I cannot tell you how many people have said, let me rephrase that. I have seen a lot of comments from Kaizer Chiefs fans saying that, why is Chiefs not signing that player? If they want money, they should just give us their account details, we'll donate money. And I believe it. I honestly believe that if Kaizer Chiefs ask for money from the fans to buy players, hey, Chiefs fans are so loyal. Like, Chiefs fans are really loyal. They would actually do it. I know they would. So now I ask myself, would it be a bad idea for Kaizer Chiefs to be publicly traded so that fans can own a portion of the club? They can be given a limited, like the shares that will be sold when they list the club on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange and make them publicly traded. They can make them not voting rights per se, but they could give us not much power, but at least we can contribute financially, because at this point it feels like fans just also feel like if the club cannot be helped because we're competing against Platinum and whatever money that Mutsepe has, and now they are participating in Go Club World Cup. They haven't even finished spending the money from AFL, right? They haven't even finished that money. They are winning the league season in, season out. They are competing in Africa. So all of that money is just making Sundowns richer and richer. And about Chiefs, they are staying where they are because as much as they have sponsors can take you so far. They can't give you the muscle, the financial muscle that Mamelodi Sundowns has. So then I ask the question again, would it be a better idea for Chiefs to make the team publicly traded and give some shares to the fans, of course, not just give, sell. You guys can let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.